Once Human just got some brand new developer updates. I also got some insider info on the Once Human mobile release. I'll go over a few sneak peeks with that, as well as some exclusive rewards. We also got some teasers for the brand new vehicle reworks, as well as that shop update, which does include that, an additional new system called the Chrono Vault, as well as a whole bunch more. What's up, world? It's Utopia back in for another video. Today we're checking out all things Once Human. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. First up here, yes, Once Human is dropping a brand new movement system for the vehicles, where now all vehicles can drift. That doesn't just include the new additional skins or any skin modifiers. Literally any vehicle can now drift, including the motorcycle, which will even have a brand new built-in system to do wheelies. Now yes, of course, you could do this before, but there is going to be better movement with that, and allow for it to be a bit more free-flowing and easier to do. You'll also be able to do front flips and back flips a lot easier on the motorcycle, and just have a lot more control in the air. Now they've been teasing this for a long time and talking about this, where they essentially wanted the vehicles to have better movement in the air. They also talked about how they wanted you to have more free form, or when you're using vehicles in general. Now they're bringing this update, which also does include drifting, which I think is really cool. That's definitely going to help with enhancing footage on my end, but also just in general, I think people will have a lot of fun racing, and I could see some more future racing events as they have brought before. We'll spice things up in the open world as well. And again, just to preface, it doesn't matter if you have the GTR skin or any of the other skins. Literally all vehicles will now be able to drift regardless of what skin or no skin that you have on. But of course they did showcase that footage with the skins they have out right now. With new skins entailing there, they also did bring or are bringing a new shop update, which does include this brand new vehicle skin. That event is going to start at March 28th server time. Now I believe they do mean March 27th, which would technically be NA time, or when we do get that brand new March 27th update, but that could be in the AM, so it might even be March 28th regardless of region that you're in. However, we are getting that. I'm guessing this more than likely will be a Lightforge loot crate, although we're not for sure. Maybe it's just in the shop. Would be really cool to see if we do get that for the update. They also did drop some trailer footage of it, so you can check that out here, which is that new vehicle skin. They are calling this skin the Hellfire Howl. Again, this might be part of a Nightbloom Lightforge loot crate, or even a set to go with it. Now there were questions because they did showcase off drifting during this trailer, but again, as we went over, you don't need the new skin to drift. Any vehicle can now drift. So really cool to see there's some more addition to the March 27th / March 28th update, at least seemingly so for the drifting. I imagine that's coming with the update as well, since they showcased it off with the skin. Moving on though, we have some official news as well as some insider information about the mobile platform update. Now, if you haven't seen my other videos, yes, Once Human is coming to the mobile platform. They have had it in beta for a pretty long time now. They've done multiple test iterations of this, and it performs quite well even on my iPhone 11 Pro Max, which actually barely makes the cutoff even to play the game, so the fact that it performs so well on that older device is quite decent. This comes out April 23rd. That is the official launch date of the mobile version, so that everyone can play. You don't just have to be in the mobile test. Now, as of yesterday, Once Human is actually being featured on the iOS App Store, and it actually is still on mine under the games section, where it even says right here, pre-order Once Human. So again, pretty cool there. It is going to be coming to your devices, Google Play, iOS, which also there is some pre-registration rewards that they're giving out. Now again, you can play your main character on the mobile platform, so you can play it on your iPhone or Android device and still play your main character. So it is going to be completely cross-play there, which is pretty insane. But let's say you missed the original launch of Once Human. I know a lot of people did. You can actually claim the pre-registration rewards from back then when they launched on the PC platform. You actually do have access to those rewards again, which is the Dragon Fist gloves. They also did include some additional items here, Mystic Furniture, and a few other things like the Kraken Call, KAM. Again, a lot of these rewards you probably already have if you are on the PC platform, although there was an additional reward here for hitting 30 million, and that is the Dragon Dance KAM skin. So again, you probably don't have that one even if you're on the PC platform, as I do believe this one is brand new to the pre-registration, hitting 30 million. There's also some additional rewards there. These ones haven't really been officially talked about or announced, but they did showcase and tell creators about them, so there is some more exclusive rewards here. If you do download this and pre-register with the Apple platform, you can get this cradle charm here called Minimalist Robot, which is an exclusive reward there. Again, I do believe they haven't mentioned this one or talked about this one officially at least yet, so pretty cool. I can showcase that one to you guys early. Although there is another one here. If you are on a Google Play device, an Android device in general from the Google Play Store, you'll get this cradle charm here called the Chipmunk Badge. So if you have two devices there, technically you can get both charms, or obviously whichever one you would like. You'd have to download from that specific device. So again, some exclusive rewards there that will be quite limited, at least in their scope, as you will have to download this via mobile platform and log in and register via that. Now, they didn't mention how long these are running for, So again, I would pre-register with the device that you're currently on. You can head to whatever, the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, and just head to the Once Human page and then pre-register or say that you're interested. I'll also include a link to pre-register online so you can do that as well. There's also some lucky draw rewards that I have gone over before here. They even have an iPhone 16 Pro Max, some Sony headphones, Xbox controller, some gift cards, and in-game bundles. So you can get that and draw from that if you did pre-register. I'll also pop up on the stream this official artwork for that. Again, it is globally getting recommended on the App Store right now. And if you want to, if you have a second device, you can scan this QR code and it will let you pre-register. On the China version of the website, they also do have this newer artwork and media showcase. This one has a different QR code, and it also mentions things like the public beta benefits, basically to register or make reservations. When you scan it, usually it says it was not available in your country, but I figured I would showcase that just in case. Again, more than likely, it's the same benefits across the board, so I don't think we're missing much there with that. Moving on here, and last up, of course, we do have our community mentionables. This first one is another weekly community roundup. This one is done by Stardust X0050 over on the Reddit. He also drops all the credit for all the artwork that he used or anything that he used in the article. There's some really cool things here for the week of March 24th. I love the dedication they put into this. Really happy that people are continuing this stuff. They also have some Into the Meantime stuff here as well. Even some cool Christian showcases and even a Deviant showcase as well with that. Some artwork, a few things, and a few other features. If you do want to check out this weekly roundup, I'll include a link to it down below. And again, I appreciate Stardust on keeping us up to date with the community. We have another last minute mentionable here from the community. This one talking about the level of detail for a free game is crazy. Granted, this item isn't exactly free, was actually in a previous Lightforge loot crate, but it is insane. The LCD TV in this game is insanely detailed, down to the point where they showcase that it even has the individual pixels just like a real TV. It legitimately has the individual RGB pixels that a TV has, or that an LCD TV has. Insane that it actually displays that level of quality. They really do go above and beyond for their skins. I know a lot of them are paid, but if you haven't seen, every skin has idle animations. They're insanely detailed in that regard. Or most of them do have idle animations, even on the shop page, not just the Lightforge Loot Crate ones. Although the Lightforge Loot Crate ones do have a much more detailed animation. But the level of detail that they put into their cosmetics is pretty insane. It seems really like all NetEase games do that, including Fragpunk, Marvel Rivals, and now with Once Human. Yeah, they all have insane levels of detail, so NetEase is kind of down with cosmetics. But pretty cool to just see that. I had no idea it went this far. Overall, that's about covered for today's video. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and until the next one. Deuces!